for event number 2 with Major League Pickleball 2024. And there are some beautiful pictures from our nation's capital as we dive into the scene here at the Washington Tennis and Education Foundation East, mind you. This is MLP, Washington, D.C., and I am thrilled to be on the broadcast. I'm Dave Fleming with Rob Cassidy. I got the Southpaw here ready to give all of his insights into what's going to be a very interesting 4 days here on the Major League Pickleball circuit. We're going to start today with a challenger event, and we have a good one for you. We have the Atlanta Bouncers and the Brooklyn Aces, and Rob Cassidy, the Atlanta Bouncers played 4 events in Atlanta, in their home. They went to 4 Dream Breakers and lost 3 of them. So they're getting even, and then they can't quite get over the hump. So when you carry that in, what do you expect to see from a team that's been so close to having a lot more points in the standings?
Yeah, I think that leads them into getting dialed up and making the correct adjustments going into the second event of the year here. So expect a very strong and focused Atlanta Bouncers team as a whole.
The Brooklyn Aces on the other side also had a good start to their campaign. So a lot of firepower on the women's side there. I want to see how does Lina Padiga-Meta bring it. She has a lot to offer.
Absolutely, and the more she starts to realize it, right, delving into that confidence and gets to start to take over more and more, Lina Padiga-Meta is on the rise.
Here's a good look at Angie Walker from Arizona via Canada. What do you like about her game?
Oh, it's a very beautiful proton paddle.
Yes, it is.
No, Angie Walker, when I first saw her in Arizona playing, you know, she was out there 6 hours plus playing the rec games with everybody, just committed to getting better, and it's shown over the last year or so and a half, and coming into her own.
Jeannie Irakina, another tall lady with a huge 2-handed backhand roll. And on the other side, there's a good look at Padiga-Meta, and she is paired with Lane Sleeth. Here we go. Crowd's ready. Teams are ready. Let's play pickleball.
15 seconds. Tie in. 0-0.
Start the day here, Rob Cassidy.
Yeah, it's just a nice refreshing point to what those MLP points feel like. Those tension, every point matters, every point counts in this rally scoring. Great point to start off the event.
Okay, and we have the players getting in trouble for switching their benches right now. Howard Hepworth is
a little migration.
And a big reminder, everybody, of the rule change. You must win the match on serve. Okay, so you cannot win a point on receipt and get that 25th point. So that will make comebacks happen. Oh, there's Lina.
Oh, yeah, ever ready. One of my favorite left side female players, for sure.
Why is she one of your favorites?
I mean, well, she's got the body type that has some advantages, and also the athleticism to stay low and play that good pickleball, taking those volleys over the kitchen. And she just knows the court so well. Ernie at any given time. Very aggressive, yet very tactical. Good pickup from Lane.
Oh, Sleeth gets it back. Oh, and then misses a tougher one and was right there, Rob.
Yeah, the ins and outs of pickleball.
Yes.
Bang, bang, right back into the side, right back into the bang. Great play by Jeannie. Oh, and how this.
Sleeth coming in hot there.
And a great example of a point of coming off of the kitchen line to recover ground and make your way back up.
Everyone thinks you got to be cemented in there, Rob.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Not an instructor telling you otherwise.
Point.
Reconsider.
3-3.
And just like that, it's 3-3.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Lane Sleeth has brought the shovel. She is digging out of trouble all day long. Terrific play there by all four ladies.
These points
are awesome to start off this event. 4-3 aces. We'll switch ends of the court at 13. You heard the wind is a factor. Nice job by Angie Walker. Bouncers won the toss and will react to mixed.
Point. Five, 4.
Beautiful job, Eric Hina. Get the ball down. Get it down.
That's right. Quality points to start us off here in Washington, D.C.
Nice little run here. See, points on your serve are magic here in this scoring system.
That's right.
Side out, point 5.
Lane Sleeth is one of the newer players. Huge pedigree, a silver medalist in NCAA tennis. So that's how good she was in Florida. Sleeth keeps getting the ball back, but they are under siege over there.
This is great. Jeannie on a mission. She has those same positive traits that you would want in a left side player.
What a sick drop.
Point.
And the bouncers are dictating play.
Yeah. Aggressive and patient at the same time. You don't aggressive doesn't mean just driving the ball. It's having that purpose, that intent, that hitting down, as you mentioned. Oh, and to let it go, Jeannie. Smidge of a breakaway here.
I agree, still smidge. That stays in. What a counter from Angie Walker, and the doubled them up here, 10-5. And Brooklyn has seen enough of this. So Rob, in rally scoring, and just to repeat what I said earlier so everybody understands, there's no freeze or anything. We're playing straight rally scoring, but you have to win the match while serving. So it could be 24-20. You lose that point, and it's going the other way, but they got a point. So you can get tight pretty quickly if you keep losing those opportunities on serve. Do you expect to see that change the flow of everything here today?
Yeah, if you've been tuning into the PPA events as of recent, this might be a little bizarro world, the rally scoring. It's a different environment. Every point, every rally is worth a point on the board, of course, for the freeze towards the end. But yeah, it's a little bit of a different mentality. In my opinion, I think this game rewards a little less risk, a little more careful, smart decision-making out there, because every mistake is a costly point.
Yeah, it's magnified. And just to remind everybody of unlike in 2023, these are
15
events,
seconds.
regular season matches. Everybody's going to play 23, and the top 6 teams in Challenger and Premier will
Time in.
make the playoffs.
10-5. Side out, point 6.
You love to get a missed third when you call timeout. You're the smartest person alive.
Love the
6-10.
timeout usage. Love the timeout in pickleball.
Point.
Oh, and there's 2 strung together since
7-10.
Judith Castillo making an appearance, getting ready for her match.
What a lob from Angie Walker. Chicken wing, other side, well done. She's been digging on the backhand. Gets caught up in that paddle side shoulder, Rob.
And the seal is broken on the lobs here in Washington,
Yes.
D.C. It pulled them right back to the baseline. Love to see it.
11-7. Point.
Third shot drive, the variation from Angie Walker.
Been throwing it on the ground, rips it down the line, gets a winner. I love it.
12-7.
They win this point, they'll get to switch with a big lead.
Side out, point 8.
Good job by Lena, because Irakina loves to be in that cross-court dink with that tui.
Yeah.
8-12.
Oh, goes for the big angle and comes up just short.
That's what a good defense will do to you, make you go for a little too much. Time to put some points on the board before that
9-12.
13-side switch. Close the gap as best you can.
Oh, and Walker fires it right into the wrong spot. That's no-go zone. Pit Digameta says, get that on out of here.
10-12.
What a nice rally, so it's going to be close no matter when we switch ends.
Side out,
So they
point
do
11.
get it finally. So the lead is 3
13-10.
for the Bouncers. And again, the Bouncers have been looking to get momentum so they don't have to fight all the way to the Dream Breaker.
Yeah.
And again, the way the points work, Rob, is if you win your match before the Dream Breaker, meaning 3-1 or 4-0, you get all 3 of the available standing points. That's huge.
Huge.
If you win the Dream Breaker, you get 2. If you lose the Dream Breaker, you get 1. So that's when we talk about the standings and the points. That's one important part.
Yes.
The other important part is we had teams that didn't even play. So you go to the standings, you're like, they're in last place.
Right.
Well, they haven't played yet. So settle down, like the California Black Bears, who we'll see later.
Excited
Yeah,
for
you're at
that.
the bottom. They haven't played. So settle on that until we see. So I'd say through 3 events or so, we can get a look at it. But I think it's really important to not get too far away from that cut line at
15
6,
seconds.
Rob, or there's too much pressure on you to make it up.
Absolutely. I think the California Black Bears are ready to roar. Looking forward to seeing them.
Yes.
Time in. 13-10.
Here we go.
Side out, point 11.
Just wide. I love Sleeth has been fading to the right there, Rob.
I mean, you know, she's new to the scene, but being around these types of influences in this environment is a catalyst for
Yes.
a player like that to improve.
Sleeth goes with the 1-ing and then finishes it with the forehand. That's a nice point for a new player, as you mentioned.
Yeah, it's beautiful out here in Washington, D.C. The sun's out. What I'm seeing is the ball is playing a little slower.
Yes, indeed.
The drives are a little less effective than they normally are.
87
14.
humid degrees here, so no joke. Not quite the 105 we had in Sacramento for those that were watching.
Yeah, that was wild
from out there, but
14-12.
still plenty of heat. Again, get to 25, win by 2, gives you one of the 4 doubles matches. Oh man, Marquina's had a couple right on her paddle, and those are those switches. Instead of a 3-point lead, it's a 1-point lead on just one swing of the paddle.
Yeah, and instead of 1 put away, it's 2 or 3 put aways, and normally it gets the job done. Now we got a 1-point game here. Nice and deep.
Oh no, paddle clankaroo. Lane needs to just let Jeannie's forehand take that one.
Yeah, an extra innings of a point. One of those balls was going out. Lena tried to let her know.
15-13. Set out, point 14.
Third shot drive countered.
Just got it down enough, did Lena?
14-15.
That ball's going to hit the video boards, unfortunately. Big swings. 15 apiece.
Yeah, just like that. Can Jeannie hold on here?
Just can't get it to bounce. Oh, finally, one rope of a two-handed backhand after all that defense. And the Brooklyn Aces have the lead.
It's a lot of work to stay that persistent by Jeannie there.
Oh. Set out, point 16.
I love to watch the benches as it gets tight because it's really tight for those that are watching.
16,
sure.
16.
Sleeth goes for a couple off-balance attacks, gets away with it.
It's a good spot. Jammed up Jeannie just a little bit.
17, 16.
Oh my goodness, Sleeth goes for kind of a half scorpion. Angie Walker got what she wanted. And Atlanta was off to an unbelievable start and had chances to switch with a 6 or 7 point lead, which mentally might have been the difference, Rob. And now it's them calling timeout and they're down 2. What have you seen that has changed the tide a little bit here?
I've seen some good battle. Perhaps the side switch. There's a smidge of wind. There is some sun. But it's just some good battle. Lane Sleeth and Lena just kind of settling in and realizing that the power cannot harm us if we just stay diligent. And they're really preventing points, getting themselves back in points that otherwise would be already over, and taking them. So here we are close to the end game here.
Yeah, seeing a lot of digging here, and so you get the new ball. We're using the new version of the Vulcan V Pro Flight. We've got 87 degrees, and we have the sun just pelting down on this court as well. So that makes it harder to put away. And if you've missed a couple put-aways, Rob, that's in your head, and you look for bigger margins and not as scary an angle. And Padiga Meta and Sleet have done a great job at digging. So can they add to the lead?
Reaching.
Yeah, tough pull.
Little forced.
Yeah.
And now I'm seeing the settled-in nature of Lina Padiga and Lane Sleet, now with some additional energy, so it's very well balanced right now. Ooh.
Just deep. It's going to be a check on that.
Nice.
But you can challenge.
You want to stick with your line call?
Cracking the seal.
You can maintain your alcohol?
Okay, so they're going to maintain it. So when this happens, Rob, each side is going to have an outcome here, meaning if your call gets overturned, you lose a challenge for this match. What that does is it doesn't let us just keep I challenge, anything I even think's close, I challenge. There's ramifications of that now.
Love it.
And that was right in front of us. We'll see on the replay where that thing came in. Woo, that's tight.
Enhance.
That is tight to give you a sense of where these teams are in the standings. As I mentioned, the Bouncers have played 4 matches. They have 5 points because of all those dream breakers. So that's where they sit. And then the Brooklyn Aces went 2-1 in Atlanta. So they've got 6 points from their 2 regulation wins. They have not been to a dream breaker in those 3 events. So we'll see what the call is here. That is very close.
Dave, I gotta say, for me, it is an honor to be here. And furthermore, it's an honor to be here with you.
Oh, stop it.
As our captain. I have a question for you, for the audience. As we approach the end game here, we're reaching 25. Yeah. There's some new nuances here. What are some of those nuances?
I think the big one is how tight people are going to get because you have to win on your serve. So, and I think that's
which
great
is different from the first event.
From the first event where you could win, it was just straight rally scoring. And I think for us calling it and for the fans, and I talked to a lot of players about this, when I see a missed third and the match is over, it's like, wah, wah. Like, that's just not a fun way to end a match. Certainly if you won, you feel great about it. But I like the fact that it's going to bring a little more entertainment value. You got to earn it on your serve. You got to make that third and get up to the kitchen or find a drive somewhere.
Yes.
Howard, what is the call? This is big.
After you do, the ball is over. The ball is in. The call is overturned.
Okay.
Brooklyn will be charged video challenge. You have 2 free challenges remaining. You have 3 free challenges remaining. We resume play with Atlanta.
So there's the big deal. You lose a challenge, you get 3 per match, not individual event, 3 per match.
Back to the quality.
Oh, and the grunt goes with it. When Lina smacks one, you can hear it across. You can hear it in Virginia, Maryland, and downtown D.C. What a shot from Lina.
Yes. And we are playing to 25 here.
Yes.
Must win on your serve.
And win by 2.
And is there a freeze?
There is not a freeze. No freeze. No freeze. The only freeze is if you. The only time there's a freeze is if you lose a point on your serve at 24. You got to win it on serve.
Gotcha.
So the only time we won't see a change in the scoreboard is if the team at 24 loses a rally, the other team serves, and the team with 24 wins that. That'll be a neutral point.
21-18.
You must go win it.
And they will gain they'll gain their match point.
Correct.
Nice reset.
Sleeth lights up the two-handed backhand, and that pays dividends. Well done by Lane. They're within 3 of taking this first. We're going to have men's doubles after this.
22-18.
Just a little court at a time, and they have really reversed the trend here by just playing defense.
It's really smart movement, working together very well.
23-18.
2 points away.
Side out, point 19.
So this is the last time that they can win a point on receipt unless we get past 24 here. So
19-23.
this is a big rally for Atlanta. Oh, Lane says, oh, Lane shakes her head like, get that the heck on out of here. I am the queen of DC. Match point for the women's doubles for Brooklyn.
24-19.
Okay.
Side out, point 20.
So here we go. So in this case, this is an opportunity to get a match point but not win the match. This is the very spot that is different than in Atlanta. Beautiful shot from Marikina. And now the scoreboard pressure starts, because keep the ball, win the match. Why not?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Play with that mentality the whole time.
Make it take it, baby. Let's go.
21-24.
Beautiful from Marikina. She's had some trouble putting the ball away. Gets it done there, and they are within 2. And guess what? Heartbeats are going faster.
22-24.
Okay, so that, again, just means they get the ball back, but some nice damage done here. So this is match point. They do not get a point there, so disregard anything you see on the scoreboard there. They are still at 24.
24-22.
Another shot to close this one out. What a dig. bouncer off the tape. And Sleep finishes it off, and the ace in the hole was indeed the Brooklyn Aces. They were down 6 early, come roaring all the way back, and it's the Brooklyn Aces. What'd you like, Rob?
This is quality points, both sides. Great patience, great pressure. I mean, Jeannie threw the kitchen sink at them, and they got everything back. Great play by both sides.
So what a nice start to this event here in D.C. Brooklyn Aces come back and take the women's doubles. We'll have 4 dudes on the court when we come back.
So fast on court, they don't do it without a good pair of socks. OS First. Stay in the game with OS First Pickleball socks. Made for comfort, cushion, and performance. Go check out OS First, the official sock of Major League Pickleball at the Pickleball Central 10. Getting hot here in DC. Now is the time to get New Zealand's finest Sauvignon Blanc. Nobilo. Go get a glass at the tent, a refreshing taste of New Zealand's finest Sauvignon Blanc.
Welcome back, everybody. Thrilled to be on the call. I'm Dave Fleming with Rob Cassidy. We got all those southpaw ideas and such a good teacher of the game. So, Rob, this is where MLP for me is very different. When your team drops the first one, whether the guys go out first or the ladies, you're carrying extra pressure if your team lost. How did you approach it when you were playing and your ladies lost the first one?
Well, no matter what, you rely on your team, and you got a job to do, so you go out there and do your job. There's nothing like focusing on the ball. It's your best friend. If you're looking for something to focus on and ease those nerves, find that ball and play the game. So, yeah, win or lose, go out there, get to work.
So there's a good look at the bouncer. Jaume Martinez-Vic on the right, Todd Fote on the left. Fote won titles last year with the hard eights, played some terrific ball at the challenger level.
Absolutely.
The other side, you've got Daniel De La Rosa, also an MLP winner on the Dallas Pickleball Club, one of the best racquetball players in the world. Let's play pickleball. There's Martin Emmerich, who wishes we didn't have a camera on him right there for that return. He'll get that cleaned up. Former pro tennis star, so a lot of talent on this court. Couple errors for the Aces.
Yeah, strangely not concerned. All right, now it's time to
just a little concerned.
Consider our options.
Yeah. 3 quick ones on serve.
It's hard to think about the future, the forecast of the match, but when it's 17-21, it's going to be a different story.
Big rip from Fote, goes deep, so good start though, and that's what you need. You saw your ladies lose a tough one, come out and get the first 3.
There we go.
And Southpaw Nation loves that.
Yeah, Emmerich is one of the He's on the new guard of the lefty greats. It's great to see him be successful, especially with his partner, Daniel De La Rosa.
And Jaume just says, I mean, that was just destroyed, Rob.
Yeah, there's 4 great players out there right now, Dave.
I mean,
4-2.
he told me he was going to put on a show for him, he did, Jaume, so I'm looking forward to it.
Expect nothing less. De La Rosa.
Yeah. He don't care. He's found center mass on that. Fote can't get out of the way of that.
3-4.
Sure.
Oh. Little flicker.
Aggressive, always the answer.
And the deficit is gone. That's just what Brooklyn does today. Loads up the 2 and got away with something there.
Emmerich and De La Rosa coming off of a huge win at the recent Texas PPA, taking down Staksrud and Ignatowicz. It's a landmark win for the boys.
Point 5.
Much faster points so far for the dudes versus the ladies who were grinding here in DC.
5-5.
Oh, earning me this DLR.
No big deal. Beautiful Ernie. Breaking the seal there. That's our first big bad Ernie on the court here. Backhand drop. Closes.
Who needs a forehand?
With an athletic specimen like that.
His wife Tammy also plays. We will see her later today, as a matter of fact. Job by Fote.
Fote in his championships and his MLP success was notoriously playing that left side.
Yes.
Now it's good to see him here playing that right side.
Absolutely.
With Jaume Martinez, who's found himself in some PPA finals as of recent. Here he is in the Challenger division.
Yeah, and I don't want to hear about he's just a singles player. Stop that dialogue right now. Oh my, Daniel's put that in play before. First long dink rally goes in the favor of Atlanta, and 7 apiece.
Tight game. So far what I'm seeing is Daniel and Martin are moving the ball around so well that Jaume can't exactly create or generate his offense as of yet. Time will tell if he can make his adjustments.
And because of that, he just took a heavy crack at the third that was going to probably cause him to get an invoice for a hole in the video board there, but Emmerich played it. Emmerich with another beautiful backhand. I mean, the pressure on the Emmerich one-handed backhand is nice.
Agreed. It's nice to see a team like Emmerich and De La Rosa, a team that sticks together, plays other tournaments, learns and grows together, thick and thin. It's a great team. Oh, yeah.
Daniel decided to storm the Bastille there when the rest of the army was getting the heck on out of there.
Yeah. Somebody's got to stick behind and, you know, just
show them who's boss.
Check the wires. Martinez seems to be settling in. When that gentleman's having fun out there, Jaume is a fireball.
Because guess who else has fun? We do, and so does everybody watching.
That's right. Perpetual.
He's a fun maker.
Oh, he's moving well. Yao Mei on the prowl.
Counter. That doesn't happen in racquetball.
Yeah, I was enjoying the dink show there. I don't know if he necessarily needed to pull the trigger there, but it was pretty deep into the point.
Yes. So, what a nice response from the bouncers. And this is the exact position their ladies were in. And then couldn't switch with a huge lead, just a 1-point lead. So we'll see if they can get that scoreboard pressure of 13-8 right here. Oof. Oh my. Another speed up, and it catches the tape. I almost played that one ball. I was going to jump over the fence and hit it.
You had it.
There's like, what are we doing? I want to keep that in play.
Fleming's got middle.
Come on, I got middle. You need a center fielder. I'll track that fly ball down. So, 13-8, down 5. I think teams in Atlanta would have been panicking because it would have been so hard to come back. So teams know they have to win on serve now, and they have a little more hope, Rob.
Absolutely. You know, you're never out of it, especially in the rally scoring environment. It seems like they have good notes so far on what they need to do to get the job done. Again, I'm not seeing Yao Mei, creating as much offense as he's usually given. It might be because of their dinking, but, Yao Mei's firing up, so we'll see.
So let's check out some of the rules here. Their games are, as I mentioned, played to 25, win by 2. A point is awarded to the winner of each rally except that one if the team with 24 is on serve trying to win and they don't win it. That's the only time you won't see. That point will go to the other side, but then if the other side scores, they can keep going. But then if the team with 24 gets it back, they don't get a point. They don't win that way. You could win that way in Atlanta.
Yeah. It's a mini freeze.
It's a mini.
A defrost, if you will.
Yeah, It's on a frosted mug.
Yao Mei in control all of a sudden, and he gets it. Yeah.
Speeds up the backhand into the paddle side of Emmerich, and that's pretty.
And on that point, you could kind of just see Daniel was really just cross-courting with Yao Mei, as opposed to each ball kind of dictating what Yao Mei does. So.
And Yao Mei just looked up at me and said, so easy.
Yeah. Keep that diligence and that tactical dinking.
Yes. My goodness, the Folk counters.
I would not attack Folk.
Especially that backhand, just slap.
It's like me-esque.
He's offended.
Yeah.
It is you-esque.
How dare you attack that backhand?
And if you're wondering about the wind, it is swirling, and it is big time at the backs of Martinez, Vic, and Folk right now. It's coming hard across that court. We can feel it because we are out here courtside. So, Rob, when you do see a wind that is swirling, I mean, you should see these banners flying around all over the place here. What do you correct first as a player? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I live and die by the third, but, I got to evolve with the game as well, so I've developed a little bit of a drive myself.
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome. You got to stay balanced. But, driving the ball versus that drop shot, that finesse shot, that wind is gonna trick you. It's gonna be tough. So throw a little bit of more effort into the feet as you have to make more adjustments on the fly, and maybe you play that bounce, that volley that might appear to be there could be just an illusion. Play that bounce and go for the minimize unforced errors mode in the wind.
Yeah, and I think the players have got to get used to the idea of on the far side, you're going to get more dinks out of the air because the wind is going to take it a little farther than the team intended. So,
I like to look up, you know, find my flag, find that, you know, that something breezing in the wind that tells you, so you can kind of stay on top of it.
And you need to make that something you are confident in. And like, hey, they got to deal with this.
We need some facilities maintenance real quick on this flying banner, please.
What we have is we had a flying banner here that is potentially in play. So, folks, we need a zip tie to aisle 9 here, and we'll be in good shape. And this delay just adds to the timeout. Is that good or bad for the team that called the timeout?
It's good. You know, hopefully they get amnesia. Hopefully that their engines power down and there's something wrong charging them back up. It's all good. If it's not going your way, right, you want things to elongate. If it is going your way, let's get pedal to the metal, right?
Yeah, I want to run a 40 back to the line and serve. So the fact that they're getting a maintenance extended timeout here, thanks to a little bit of wind. So we do have this completely under control, as the great crew always do. They were on it in a flash, so we appreciate that. So got them doubled up though here. What a switch.
16-8.
The wind suits the bouncers well.
No.
Off balance, Ernie just set the table for the other side.
And there's the fun part, you know, just because you can doesn't mean you should, right? The Ernie is all awesome. However, there is a lack of court positioning that comes with it. So.
Okay. Let's shake it and let's bake it in the nation's capital. Come on now.
Right. Jaume showing him how it's done.
It's flying. He promised me a show.
18-8.
I haven't seen a day that Jaume goes without putting on a good show.
Great. Oh, another speed. I mean, folks like bring it. It should say bring it on his shirt, not
It should say find somewhere else to.
Yes, exactly. 19-8. This is getting to be just a runaway. Come on, Jaume.
That's it.
That's an awesome flick from Emmerich after all that defense.
Those impressive drop volleys from Jaume, those are some of the most underutilized, under-practiced shots at the rec level. That's one way to burst through to the next level, is that drop volley.
And ducking is a great thing to do at the rec level as well. So many balls are going deep.
Let out balls go out. Rule number 1.
That is absolutely deep. I mean, I'm standing on that line. So challenge it at your own.
Sure. Let's take that.
Yes, sir.
You only get one time out a match, though. So that's
one challenge.
Challenge, you get 3 as a team for the whole thing.
Yeah, the timeout.
Timeout, you get 1 per
We have a challenge of the alcohol.
match.
The alcohol puts us at 21-9. Proceed to video review.
I mean, we'll see how good my eyes are. 'Cause our vantage point is literally we are courtside here, and
what'd you see?
I saw it deep.
Okay.
So I'm sticking with that, and then my optometrist is at risk here, because if I didn't see it well with these contacts, I need that dialed in a little better.
I'm right with you, because it smelled deep to me.
So all our senses are saying that it was deep here. So how, as a player, Rob, do you transition from PPA to MLP quickly? Almost all these players either played in Sacramento or Dallas in the last couple, and now you have to switch from everything's about me to everything's about the squad.
Well, you know, as one, right? So the week has changed. So you got to show up and make sure you take care of yourself. And like I said earlier, show up to do your job. Also, you get to have that fun part. It can be challenging for others, but to be there for your teammates, empower your teammates, make them a better player. Some players out here do that naturally.
Yes.
You know, Andre Daescu, anybody who plays with Andre is going to play better. Rob Cassidy, anybody who partners with him generally plays better.
I do not need a new contact subscription.
You have 3
or prescription.
You lose a free challenge. You have 1 challenge remaining. Free challenge remaining. We resume play at 21.
So the Aces are down to 1 challenge for the rest of the doubles matches.
Time in.
Because they had a call overturned, and then they were wrong there. They could have just asked me, but that's not part of it. Wow.
Point.
Fote, and now you have a confident team over here.
Yes.
And the scoreboard makes you feel like you're 10 feet tall.
Ooh.
Side out, point 10.
He almost De La Rosa'd the ball, which is when it indents. He was the first one that I witnessed do it a couple years back, just totally caving in the ball with that power. Did it twice in one match.
Oh, what a swat. Oh my, Todd Fote, the call of out was incorrect.
And they
use the geometry.
Use it, right? It's there. The Yaume resets are just
23-10.
Just buttery.
artful. Yeah.
And the drives are a thing of beauty as well. And we are at match point for the doubles on the men's side to even this at 1 apiece.
24-10.
And that'll do it. An absolute domination from the Atlanta Bouncers. And they were down a little bit early, and then it was just lights out. So we got one on each side here, Rob. We're going to play some mixed doubles when we come back. This is event number 2 of the year. This is Major League Pickleball, and we're loving every minute of it.
teams have been picked. Round one of mixed. They might take Margaritaville. Broken aces. It's Tom. Vote. Genie Arapina. Again, the score is tied at 1 apiece. Brooklyn Aces won the women's doubles. Atlanta Bouncers came away with the men's. Now everything is on the mix. We are here, nation's capital, Major League Pickleball, presented by Margaritaville. Sir, who do you think is going to win this next match?
Welcome back, everybody, to Major League Pickleball. It's our first match of the DC event, and we've got a beauty. We've got the Bouncers taking the men's match after watching their ladies drop a heartbreaker, and the Bouncers got to react to what Brooklyn put out there. So I see Todd Fote and Jeannie Irakina, and looks like Lena Padiga-Meta will be playing with Martin Emmerich. So what do you see here?
Yeah, Elena's got a lot of experience playing with lefties. She plays with Stefan Auburn a lot. And like I said, she holds down that left side so well. So what an opportunity for her to partner up with Emmerich. And that's how you kind of construct a team, you know, knowing which where your players.
That's a big part of this, isn't it?
Yeah, and the Brooklyn Aces is a fantastic organization of a team. I'm from New York, so I definitely have a huge soft spot for them in my heart. I love the Brooklyn Aces.
Shout out to Rochester, New York.
That's right.
Let's go.
That's right.
Let's go.
It's a big state, baby.
It is.
All the love to all the New York State pickleball players.
So Martin Emmerich just did not have a good experience. Is it great to get out and play the absolute next match and try and get some revenge in mixed?
You know, it's hard to say. There maybe not, you know, but you know, there might be other variables that, you know, call for him to be in this match right here, right now. But Emmerich is a strong physical specimen as well as mentally, so you can expect good things here.
So Jeannie Arakina gets us started with the first of two mix. Let's play some pickleball.
Beautiful.
And Todd Fote picks right up where he left from men's doubles, playing brilliant ball.
Going from being the rock to being in the driver's seat. That was a great initiate.
1-0.
Just demolish. That's hard to do when it's that tight to the net, Rob.
Yeah, just experience. He knows his geometry.
2-0.
He's ran the numbers.
Gosh,
he's got that shot.
Did so well in school. We're so proud. Just the bouncers dictating every rally here. What a start, 3-zip.
Fote's pressure just kind of putting the aces on their heels a little bit.
3-0.
Ouch.
Tags her with the out ball.
I mean, it's going to be 10 feet wide and out, but we'll never know.
4-0.
We could do some solve for X there. That is most likely
all this
going.
math, Rob.
Okay.
Oh, defend your teammate, Martin Emmerich.
One apiece.
That's what we call a body bag.
1-4.
Okay. Martin's opening up a tattoo parlor here in the greater DC area. That's 2 rallies, 2 tattoos.
Little dodgeball element. Love me some dodgeball.
What a just beautiful flick down the line from Fote.
Anything semi-high on Fote's side of the court right now, points over.
5-2.
Oh, got his money's worth there, catches the tape.
All this hard work, 2-point game.
Who's just wide from Fote. So the lead is but 1 now.
4-5.
Nice from Martin Emmerich right there, and we are knotted at 5.
Nice and controlled engage. I mean, it was a little hectic getting to the kitchen, but as soon as they did.
Yeah, a lot of aggressive encouragement from Martin to tell him to go get those short balls. What's the dynamic? You're a lefty. Mixed doubles gets a little different when there's a lefty on the court.
The lefty-righty combo, guy-girls, or whatever, you know, it's a symmetrical setup with both forehands in the middle. So when there is that symmetry, the communication is that much more important. So got to talk, delegate, give your partner the green light, things like that, so that the communication becomes that much more important.
And a A nice run by the Aces here. They're up 2. And with that 3, Boats had a couple missed returns here.
There's a wild turn of events here.
8-5.
Game of streaks.
Whoopsie.
Point 6.
You hate to stop your own run by 3 feet, too.
Point.
Great job by Irakina, gets a mistake.
7-8. Point.
Great pressure from the Foat.
Goodbye, lead. Snowman in DC.
In June.
Yeah, you can build a great snowman here in February.
It is so beautiful over here on the East Coast. In June here.
Oh, saw it and pounced. Way to not let that just... Hey, it was going to be on her side. Go get the ball, man.
Just a little high.
A little.
But even in women's, women's doubles, same gender, the forehand coming over, taking that ball. That's how it works.
Just wide from Irakina, so great rally from the bouncers.
Domination from Foat, but it's any man's game.
9-9.
Or women's and mixed.
Any
teams.
Any team's game.
Point.
Wow. Off the tape. And would you rather play into the wind or with the wind of this size and swirliness?
10-9.
After this point, give it a thought.
Ernie setup.
What do you think about the wind?
I like to go into the wind. I love to makes those beautiful drops that much more gorgeous.
Throw it into that backboard with that lefty.
Also, their dinks and whatnot come to your paddle a little bit more when they're with the wind, so I enjoy that.
12-9.
Beautiful.
And look at what we have here. It was 8 apiece, and now the Aces are going to switch up 4. What have you seen, Rob Cassidy?
That last point, Lina and Emmerich just working their way towards that kitchen line, towards that neutral, and just winning the point inadvertently. Just playing good pickleball. Don't make the game harder than it needs to be. Maybe we shouldn't be attacking into Foat every so often. So, play the great game of pickleball, and good things happen.
And by playing the great game of pickleball, you mean you like to construct a point at the kitchen line?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, and as the percentages show, the team that gets to that kitchen line more often is going to win the game, right?
For sure.
Not rushing themselves, playing that ball and working their way, not just, the third and take the kitchen line, but, the third through the third, the fifth, the ninth, treating the third shot drop as a process to earn that neutral at the kitchen line.
No doubt about it, and we talked about the ramifications on the standings here. It's the Aces have played 3 times. They've got 6 points to show for it because they've won 2 before you even got to the Dream Breaker in Atlanta. So that gets you all 3. So they've done that twice to get their 6 points. The Bouncers have actually played 4 times. They've won a Dream Breaker and lost 3. So they would love to figure out how to rally here and then have a look at something. Otherwise, they're just going to have to fight for their lives in the second mixed doubles just to force yet another Dream Breaker.
Imagine the mental that might play on just another Dream Breaker for the Bouncers. hard to say. You know, at this level, more often than not, that ball's staying in.
A little something to keep an eye on. Boy, when there's a little hubbub on the other side, you hate to miss a third.
Yeah.
See how they're working through their issues,
Yes.
maybe even for 20 seconds.
De La Rosa Sleeth on deck.
Yeah, Sleeth played fantastic in the women's game. Oh my. And you're hoping that please bounce back and hit the bar. Bounce back and hit the bar. It's your only chance. You can hear the wind in the microphones here. And again, if you're just jumping in, the wind is at the back of Padigga and Emmerich.
Point.
Off the tape, Martin wears that one, and we are, as we've seen throughout this match, little runs of 2 and 3.
12-15.
Exactly what you said there. The dink travels a little too far. Again, timeouts work differently here. They have nothing to do with challenges. You get one as a team per individual match. And Todd Fote is everywhere right now. And guess what? The lead that was big is 1.
Yeah, Fote's really that X factor here. You know, the counterpart to Jaume, playing that role of the rock on that right-hand side, and now coming out here, playing an entirely different role and taking control of the court.
What a shot from Irakina. No, and it is Fote that gets the last, but my goodness, Emmerich had to throw on the Roadrunner feet immediately, and it's 15 apiece, Rob Cassidy.
Yeah. Lina Padigga, all that might into that swing and still not really enough to put that ball away.
Yeah.
Tricky stuff.
Tricky stuff indeed. So 15-15, 1 win on either side from gender doubles. So that's as even as we get here at Major League Pickleball. Again, you must win on your serve, and the Dream Breaker will remain a game to 21, Rob. So no changes there, except again, you must win on your serve. None of the premier teams are playing on Thursday. They'll jump into the fray tomorrow when we'll have action starting at 10 a.m.
Very nice.
5 matches on both sides, both the grandstand and championship court. And we can't thank you enough, pickleball fans out there, for joining us. You see the combined DUPR of Irakina and Fote, a 12.25. And there you see De La Rosa having a lengthy discussion with his buddies. Just under 12 for Padigga and Emmerich again combined. So if you went straight off DUPR, you would say that the bouncers would be favored if you were making odds on the win based strictly on that. And Brooklyn is about to get in trouble with Howard Hepworth, and they are going to be grounded if they don't walk out in the court.
Whoa, that's a second warning kind of ignored.
What is Howard going to do here?
I'm going to need them to get out.
Howard has a hand on his hip. Okay, he's...
That's about the...
That's about it
that's
right there. That was it. Dad is going to pull the car over.
The threshold right there.
The bouncers have the lead back. Wow.
16-15. 17-15.
Irakina is on the counter, 3 in a row on the team that didn't call the time outside.
The pulling the trigger off the bounce there from Lina Haven't seen that yet this game. 15-15. Is it time to be seeking new answers, or is it time to dial in on, you know, what we've been doing right?
No, this is not the time to seek. And there will be no seeking of that. Vote confidently walks back to the line.
19-16.
Look at this. Fote blows it up into Martin Emmerich and is just ready. Emmerich's reply not nearly big enough, and Todd Fote is dictating play impressively. Wow, what a get. Unbelievable. Arakina a couple of times has gotten it over there with Emmerich just snuck to the middle.
Unbelievable defense.
Great things.
Junior Arakina.
Arakina, Fote. Love the little mixed team we got here.
And what looked dark in the middle of this has turned beautiful for Atlanta. And another one gets in that jet stream we talked about, and the lead is 6. So this is where in Atlanta everybody thought it was over, but winning on serve gives you hope.
7-1 since the timeout. Oh, Emmerich giving up twice. Wow. Giving up twice with his body language.
Scrapping around behind him.
That's how high percentage Fote's been to this point.
17-22.
Time to do it. The window is now. Emmerich.
I mean, that is sensational. The lefty moving right to left across the court, forehand.
18-22.
It's just good quality German engineering.
Oh no, same engineer.
Point 23.
Danger zone.
23-18.
And Linda doesn't get anywhere near the kitchen line to hit that, and we are at match point here in the first mixed doubles to give Atlanta a 2-1 lead.
24-18.
And that will do it. The bouncers were down early, and then they bounced all over the aces there. 25-18. I love what I saw from Fote and Arakina, Rob Cassidy.
Just dialed in, you know, job to do type mentality and getting it done. And working together, you know, these teams have been practicing their together, that chemistry, and it's showing. That's a unit.
That is a unit indeed, and it was Atlanta that chose to respond. So they reacted. They wanted that matchup. You know what? They got it, and they put a W next to it. So can Atlanta close this out, or are they going to play another dream breaker? Oh, dear.
If you're a little thirsty, check out Nobilo. Serve up the best, sip it, bounce it, win it. New Zealand's favorite Sauvignon Blanc. Absolutely perfect temperature for a glass of wine. What say you?
Game starts in 2 minutes. 1 minute.
Alive here and take it to a dream breaker. Speaking of energy, Joggy, the official energy drink of Major League Pickleball, located behind the stadium floor. Beautiful green can.
Welcome back, everybody. One mixed doubles match down, one more to go, and it is a big opportunity for Lane Sleeth and Daniel De La Rosa right here to get their team back into it. Can they do it, Rob?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah, they are up for the challenge. I'm excited to see this one. Yaume and Angie Walker. It's going to be wild.
It is. So here's a look at the standings. The points so far, and again, just to walk through it, you get 3 points available for every match. You win before you go to a Dream Breaker, you get 3. You win a Dream Breaker, you get 2. You lose a Dream Breaker, you get 1. So the amount of matches you play matter as well. But just in looking at the points, there's where we're at. And you can see that the Brooklyn Aces are at 6 points so far, and they are averaging 2 points a match because they've played 3 matches. On the other side, the Atlanta Bouncers have 5 points. They've played 4 times, and as we've mentioned, they have gone to a Dream Breaker every single time. All they got to do is win a mixed match here, and then they get all 3 points and don't have to deal with all their dreams getting broken.
Yeah. Yes, and generally I root for more pickleball.
Yes.
But I'm up for whatever happens here. This is going to be a great mixed doubles match. De La Rosa, Sleeth, and Yaume and Angie. It's going to be an interesting one.
I love Sleeth's game in the women's. Really showed some good defensive chops, and that midcourt's often a place where the big tennis stars from college or pro are in transition themselves, getting better there. She looked terrific in that spot on the court. So here we go. Walker and Martinez Vic have a chance to close this out. Angie Walker will get us started. Let's play pickleball.
Cut out, point 1. 1-0.
How about that?
Oh, hey, Angie, what's going on?
I loved everything about that point. The cross-court pattern between the ladies, denied by Yaume to bring it to the sideline, immediately setting up that Ernie. Beautiful. Beautiful. No!
Oh. Get yourself the heck on out of that middle there, Jaume. Look at that little paddle manipulation.
Cover your line just a little.
Daniel tried to get low, just couldn't get all the way down.
2-2.
Oh, he's waiting at the bus stop in case he got another one that came by.
3-2.
Nothing but hijackville. Dishes behind De La Rosa. Love to see it.
Daniel De La Rosa says, I will have the last swing. What a point.
Yes, sir. Four, 2.
Daniel.
Oh, no.
Goodness.
Side out, point 3.
It's a tough ball. It's truly, obviously, the forehand. Not the males, but the forehands, right?
Lane was ready to destroy Tui there, though. She was just sitting on it. But when you make a great dig and you know you get a pop-up out of it, you get after it.
And of course, a little communication, a little verbal communication is the great problem solver.
Oh, hey, Sleeth. That's nice.
Four.
Just wide from Jaume, and he had De La Rosa out of the way.
5-4.
Oh, I've seen the man dive and make shots, but that one just a little out of Superman's reach.
Yeah. Those are the tough ones.
5-5.
Jaume to serve. Slice return.
Got the weak two-handed backhand overhead and then couldn't follow it up.
Yeah, I'll take the setup, but hold the put away.
You like the appetizer, not the entree there.
Set me up, sign me up. Great lob.
Got to stay on the line too when you throw up a lob.
That's the fun part about pickleball. You know, where is the opportunity? Identifying the opportunity. Is it real? Is it the true put away ball?
Side out, point 6. Take 6.
Jaume has had 2 looks down the line, just missing both of them.
Anybody's game. This is what we showed up for. MLP, Washington, D.C., 2024.
Oh.
Off the chest. Not disappointing thus far.
They just got the Lotto sponsorship, and they're so excited, but they didn't want that to be a target for the other team.
Yeah.
7-7.
Walker, beautiful reloading a couple times there, Rob.
And love to hear it. Jaume verbally giving her that green light, that little you know, time to put it down. I love that.
8-7.
Oh, lurking again was Walker.
The Ernie look. Almost more lethal sometimes than the actual Ernie itself.
9-7.
Oh. Wow. What a rally. We're still playing. Oh, no. Unbelievable. Might have been the point of the day, and Daniel swats the last one into the tape. Ernie saved, defense, digs. That's why we love pickleball, Rob.
Any given Sunday, any given Thursday, any given MLP event, great points by both sides. Got to stay in it. One of the innate parts of pickleball that makes it so great is that the emphasis is on the rally. You get beautiful points like that.
And then we're not allowed to have 2 pretty ones in a row. It's just kind of sometimes the pickleball guys, go get yourself hydrated. We'll be back to you. We're going to give you one off. Here we go. Oh my goodness, perfect amount of spin and pace, and Jaume is indeed putting on a show right here, and they've got a chance to switch with a 6-point lead. Oh.
Timeout, point 8.
Angie, Jaume incoming. So this is where the bouncers had a big opportunity in the women's
8-12.
match. Let's see if that happens again here, where they don't switch with a sizable lead. And they will switch with a 5-point advantage.
Casual reset from De La Rosa, but it's not enough follow-up, and that's going to do it. The 13 is struck. Tricky stuff. Angie Walker is just staying solid right now and allowing Jaume to do his thing, if you will. So.
Yeah, and this is a team that has built confidence throughout this. They started out, they had a heartbreaking loss in the women's. Get the men's, really good mixed, and we see the combined DUPRs here. 12.06 on the Atlanta Bouncers.
Not too shabby.
And just a little more. So again, the Bouncers, if we were putting a wager out there, we would say they would be favored slightly based on the DUPR scores.
And it's tough, you know, what adjustments does Sleeth and De La Rosa make? I will say, you know, the lobs were working for Angie and Jaume. My favorite lob defense is lobbing them first. Take it to the bank. Why not? Take it to the banks. Maybe sneak in some lobs of your own and pull them off before they pull the trigger.
You want to deal with this? It's going over your head. Let's go.
Send them
much easier to lob into the wind instead of with it. So we'll see if the lobs continue here.
I think Poppy's just arrived. He's ready to take care of business here. You're going to see a very confident, very fired up Jaume Martinez.
Yeah, he just told us he's just warming up. So here we go. Well, that's why we love being courtside. Just have a little subtle interaction there.
To share the action. So thank you to the viewers at home for joining us here.
For sure. Oh, rides the rail.
Yep. Yep.
Oh,
too good.
I thought we could get the tweener highlight there, but couldn't quite. With the wind, sometimes we don't want to misplaced.
And that's a sign of why Jaume is so upper level. That initiate was a setup for Angie. It's not the put-away ball. It's not the winner attempt.
It's the apple. You want that assist.
9-13.
We love lob dunks, but somebody needed to throw the lob.
Straight to De La Rosa for point.
Fourteen 9.
Beautiful.
Oh, wait, she thinks she made it, but Daniel called it wide, so we could have a challenge here.
The bouncers.
I mean, they have all three of theirs available, and there's no harm in this. I can't imagine why they wouldn't.
Pull the trigger, yeah.
Why wouldn't you? So just again, the mechanics of this a little different than what you're used to. So what happens is we have a ball called wide. You do not appeal that to the referee. The referee is not involved in that. So what he asks is, are you sure about your call, because the other side would like to challenge? They say yes, because if you get some information from your side that we saw that in, then we need to go, no, we do not stick with our call.
Yeah.
The bouncers have all three of their challenges for the match as a whole. Brooklyn, this would be it if they're wrong. So if this ball is deemed in, they can't challenge a call anymore. So we'll see what happens here.
Wild Wild West in the Dream Break.
Exactly. Well, I think they will get one in the Dream Breaker. So you are bequeathed one because of congratulations and welcome to the entrance to the Dream.
Yeah.
Exactly right. Very close. That was a wild point where Angie Walker's making 97 defensive saves, and the minute she saw anything, she could light up, ripped it down the line, and either caught the line or just missed. We'll see here in a second. Appreciate all our referees out here in the heat. Howard Hepworth is marching over here to get an answer.
I'm glad they made that call. The Atlanta Bouncers, another one of those organizations that, you know, you're happy to be a part of that team, that family, that organization. They do a great job with their teams, and not to mention some of the top-of-the-line merch.
Top-of-the-line merch. You got Anheuser-Busch behind you.
That's
I mean,
right.
what more do you want? If you enjoy an adult beverage, you are set.
Michelob ULTRA,
I just love when you push all in on your team name. They got the eagle from Anheuser-Busch.
Yes.
You're a bouncer at a bar. It's just beautiful.
Yes.
Howard, what's the answer, brother?
After review, the call is overturned. The ball is in.
Okay.
Loss of challenge results in a loss of a free video challenge. You have 0 free challenges
There they
remaining.
go.
Atlanta, you have 3 free challenges remaining. We resume play at 15-9.
All right. Successful overturn. Love to see it. Little technology in 2024.
And nice sportsmanship from Daniel, who said nice shot. You know, he's the one that made the call, snapped his head around, and that's why we have it here. We just want the call to be right.
It's humanized, and it's no testament to the sportsmanship. Daniel De La Rosa is one of the gentlemen we have out on the court.
No doubt about it. Oh, there's that lob. What a get. Oh, my gosh. Oh, another behind-the-back try from DLR, but that goes into the DL crowd there. So
spin cycle.
And what explosive move by Sleeth to get back on that. That was perfect lob, and that's with the wind.
And the score is forecasting a dream breaker denied.
Much to the delight of bouncer fans everywhere. They can't handle they don't want it. They don't want it. Get us out the door in 4. Huge opportunity to get on a run for Lane and Daniel here.
Beautiful.
Side out, point 17.
How about it, the effectiveness of not just the Ernie contact, but the threat from Angie?
I mean, there's
17,
studies show the Ernie look can be more influential than the Ernie itself.
And Tui Nation, watch that guy come flying forward, 18-10. And this is where the bench needs to help. I do not hear the aces right now at all.
18-10.
You're right.
They have their hands on their hips over there. Another gorgeous lob. And then Jaume putting on a show at the kitchen line.
It's one of our Atlanta Bouncers
19-10.
owners, both of them there. Gets away with
Side out,
it.
point 11.
So let's see if hat off Daniel is the answer.
I'm glad he bailed on the hat. It should have happened years ago.
Or at least
Relatively.
11 points.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Hat off. Love that play. Daniel De La Rosa in the house. Oh.
He's everywhere.
Oh, my goodness.
He was setting up the tweener, but got tagged on the foot.
It's like we've unlocked a new mode.
Yes,
for De La Rosa with the hat removal.
12-19.
He didn't realize it was holding all that heat in.
Yeah. Okay.
Point.
A running Sleeth ATP, and Jaume's like, you know what, I'm going to trick him. I'm going to go back behind Daniel because I know he's sliding over, but there is no doubles alley over there.
13-19.
So a nice little run with hats off Daniel.
Oh,
hats
my
off
goodness.
to you, Daniel De La Rosa. What a rally we are watching here. This looked like it was over.
No hat, De La Rosa. That's a man you can build a franchise around.
Oh, boy.
Side out, point 20.
And then just lost his mind for a minute there, and that did not go well. So big big point needed for the Bouncers.
Yeah, if they can hold them here, you know, and start that streak up again.
2014.
Do or die time. Here we go. Oh, wow. On the backhand. Great spot from Yao Mei. So many options.
It's like, go ahead and take all the court you want, because I'm going to make you play that corner right over there,
Yes,
and
you
you
do.
aren't there. Good job.
Timeout, Brooklyn.
So
21,
Brooklyn finally
14.
chooses to use their timeout they have per individual match, and the time was 9. Because hats off, Daniel, got them going.
I'd love to see the shirt switch to put him over the edge.
Here we go. Cassidy requests in the box here. So great start to the day, just to sort of, again, reset where we're at in the Major League Pickleball scene. Had our first event in Atlanta. There were teams that did not participate. Everyone will have played now at the end of this match, so we have some teams that won't be here as well. Then we're going to have a mid-season tournament up in Grand Rapids in a few weeks.
That's right.
Where all the teams, Premier and Challenger, are going to be combined up, and that is going to be an individual event like we had last year, only a double elimination tournament I'm hearing about.
That's right.
My goodness. Can a Challenger team beat a Premier team, Rob?
Absolutely. I mean, there's premier players on Challenger right now.
Yeah.
Jaume Martinez.
15 seconds.
To name one.
Yes.
I'm not even going to name
Get
the
into the
extensive
list,
I
yeah.
mean, there's Challenger and premier players that aren't even drafted. But absolutely, there's such strong Challenger teams that can and most likely definitely will.
So that's going to be a lot of fun to see what happens with that. And again, the Bouncers 4 points away from getting that first regulation win and grabbing all 3 points. And that's huge against a team that, you know, at the end of the year, you might be jockeying for that spot in the playoffs. So here we go.
These points are hard to come by.
21-14.
Dang.
Point.
Off the noggin.
Looks like he's okay.
That's the type of ball that you know is
22-14.
going out. You don't bring your paddle to it, and just unfortunate. Nice pressure drop from Angie.
Oh, look at that sorcery. Oh, my. What a get. Oh, and Daniel was there after Geppetto Jaume was doing his thing. Two points from winning the match for
23-14.
Atlanta.
Side out, point 15.
This is where you got to have 3 or 4, Rob.
Oh, yeah. About 2 or 3 serve possessions left.
Holding steady at 88 searing
15,
degrees
23.
here in D.C. Oh, no.
Side out, point 24.
Unbelievable pickup, and then missed the bunny. And we are at not just game point for this, but overall
Verbal warning
match
for a paddle
point
toss.
for Atlanta.
De La Rosa.
And Daniel got himself another demerit from
24-16.
Howard Hepworth there. A little warning on the paddle.
Side
Okay,
out, point 16.
so a match point is saved.
Sixteen 24.
Absolute no on that one.
I think we could say that it's Dane Gingrich in the budget. It's a good poke.
17-24.
Might open up more spots in these coming points. Wow.
Jaume's like, how many times do I have to scream at the top of my lungs? Second chance to close this out for the Bouncers.
24-17.
Oh, and it is their signature move, Angie Walker on the Ernie. And congratulations, Bouncers. There will be no dream breaker. You're getting not one, not two, but 3 points in the standings. They dropped the women's, and then they win 3 in a row. What did you like, Rob Cassidy?
It's a great way for the Atlanta Bouncers to start off the second event of the year. Dream breaker denied, and fantastic last point to end on. Just the dinking so well, just restricting their options right to that tiny spot on the court where the only answer is the Ernie. Beautiful stuff.
Beautiful stuff indeed. Win column for the Bouncers. We'll talk to a couple of the players when we come back. MLP DC is off and running.